I'm thinking the people who read my newsletter will be annoyed if they have to click and go to my site to read it.
There are people that believe that. And by the way, there's no one right way to do that. I'm sharing sort of my personal philosophy, but here's what I think. The idea that they're going to be annoyed to click and read it, to me, means they didn't really want to read it. They didn't really care about it. The other thing is, when the full article is in your email, you have no way of knowing how interested they were in that topic. Or the click allows you to measure,
right?
Oh, when I shared this article, you can judge open rates, but open rates are sort of different than are they actually interested in that article. Yeah. When you force them to click, you can go, okay, 500 people clicked this article this week, and next week, 1,000 people click that article. I now know my audience is more interested in that topic than the other. Without that click, you have no idea. Yeah. You can judge open rates, but like I said, that's a totally different thing. You don't know if they were interested in the topic or not. So it gives you a very valuable data point, which ultimately helps you give them more of what they're interested in. Yeah. The other thing to keep in mind is when you have a full article when your format of your newsletter is full article, the person getting it knows every time I open it, that's a lot of work. It's going to be a long article. And I think I have found from my own behavior, and I think in general, you're worried about annoying them, making them click to read. I think you're actually serving them because now when they open it in their inbox, they know it's going to be a short thing. And if they're interested, they'll click. And if they're not, they can move on. And I think even if they find the newsletter valuable, they may be less likely to open it because they're like, I don't have time. I don't want to get sucked into Jay's awesome thing right now. I'll open it later. And then they forget to open it. Versus
I had this conversation with somebody at my conference and I've changed my strategy since then, but I haven't completely changed it. Like I just shortened the emails. He's like, I have a folder with just your emails.
Yep.
And they weren't crazy long. I mean, so you said something recently in a podcast, like take your writing, cut it by 20%. It always makes it better. But man, everything you're saying makes sense.